As a contractor, I don't pay for materials I don't use. So why would I pay for stuff I don't need in my mobile plan? That's why the new MyBiz plan from Verizon Business is so perfect. Now I can choose exactly what I want, and I only pay for what I need.
Right now, with MyBiz plan, get our best price, as low as $25 a line. Visit Verizon.com/business to get started today. New lines only. Price per month with 5+ lines. Includes auto pay and paper-free billing and promotional discount. Taxes, fees, economic adjustment charge. Applicable add-ons, prices, and terms apply. Guarantee applies to base monthly rate and stated discounts only. Add-on prices additional. Offers end September 30th, 2025.
Dripping in gold? That's cool. Dripping in Velveeta's supremely creamy golden cheesiness? That's respect. Elevate your drip with Velveeta's range of outrageously delicious dips and dishes. Shells, cheese, melty blocks, and heat and eat queso that go all in on indulgence. Flex on your fam with a creamy, cheesy masterpiece and go all in on what you love with Velveeta. Respect the drip and satisfy your cravings. Bring home the drip with Velveeta.
This is the TJ Show, and J-Bo, there was a moment where my kids were running around in our living room screaming at each other, chasing our dogs.
Okay.
And I thought, I wonder how J-Bo's romantic weekend's going with her husband, Archie.
Why are you playing this music?
Well, this was the music that was playing in my head while I was having this thought.
It was just a weekend.
That was it? No, nothing interesting happened?
I mean, my husband Archie and I, we went out of town for the weekend to celebrate our anniversary, but I don't need all this mushy stuff.
So nothing mushy happened?
No, we had a great time. We got to the hotel super late because traffic is ridiculous. What should have been a 4.5-hour drive turned out to be 7 hours. It was
what?
Insane.
Wait, okay, so hold on. Do you get into... You guys keep your cool in the car together, or do you get frustrated?
No, I was lit.
Yeah.
I was upset. I'm okay with traffic, but 3 additional hours to a trip that should have been 4.5 hours.
So you're right.
Is ridiculous.
That music doesn't fit that. Okay.
No. But
was it a good weekend?
It was a good weekend.
Okay, all right, cool.
Yeah, man. We found a local pizza spot.
Okay,
and,
good.
Pizza was great. We watched the Las Vegas Aces sweep the Phoenix Mercury.
Hey, there you go.
And then the next day we went and did some sightseeing and found a great coffee shop, and we did a lot of great things.
Okay, well, so the back end was great.
Well, yeah, it was great. Getting there was annoying. Getting home was easy peasy.
Breeze. Okay,
yeah.
Hey, there you go.
It was a good weekend.
I love that. Well, good for you. I'm so happy to hear it. I did have a good weekend, too.
Good.
Kenny, what did you do over the weekend?
I watched the Jets lose, of course.
Yeah, 0-6, right?
0-6.
Yeah.
Maybe the worst team in the history of this franchise.
When's the last time they had this record?
2020, they started 0-6.
That is
that's
atrocious.
tough.
Yeah, it's
When
really
are you
bad.
going to give up on this team?
I'm not going to give up. See, I made the best of the situation. The game was in London, so it was early in the morning yesterday. My girlfriend Allison and I pushed all of our couches together to create a mega couch.
Sick. That is awesome.
And yeah, we were just like surrounded by cushions, rolling around. So we made the best
You're
of
still
the
a little
depressing
kid.
football day.
Yeah, that's cool. Good for you. It's fun to put couches together.
Yeah, it was cool.
Did you put did you make it into like a Ford with a blanket on top?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you got to do that next time. It's
Okay.
fun.
Next time I will.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Now, wait a minute. Yeah, how was Heather's birthday weekend?
Oh yeah, that happened.
Did you wind up actually going to your own party? I know
went.
you were kind of back and forth on that.
No,
I
I
went
ended
to.
up going.
Did you go?
Yeah, I was
Good.
there. I was
How
a
was
reporter
it?
on the scene. I had a good time. I really did.
Whoa.
That is awesome.
Heather's
I
friends
don't
are
doubt it.
hilarious.
If you were listening last week, Heather said she didn't want to go to her own birthday party. I think you have the coolest friends. They put together this whole special 40th birthday weekend celebration for you. And your favorite movie is Empire Records.
It sure is.
They
yeah.
rented out a movie theater. They put the movie on. Sounds like there were a lot of decorations.
There are too many decorations.
Sounds like you are well loved.
Yes, it's annoying.
Did you feel? Did you feel
No,
well
I
loved?
felt it. Yeah, I did.
Well, producer Kenny, you were the only one who was able to make the party.
Right? My girlfriend Allison and I went.
What was the vibe?
The vibe was a lot of love in the air and Heather feeling uncomfortable by all of it.
Yeah, do you think she was uncomfortable or do you think she liked it?
Yeah, like when we sang Happy Birthday to her, she was visibly uncomfortable. And then one of her friends had the idea, each of us pose for a solo picture with Heather in front of all of the decorations.
Oh my
And she was
gosh.
very uncomfortable by that
Okay.
too.
Yeah, I was just the prop, and everyone just moved me around and took a picture with me.
Well, we had a reporter on the scene. Our producer Kenny, his job was to catch her in a moment of joy. And you think you found the most joyful moment of the day.
I think I did the best I could, I think.
Okay, let's go right to the audio, the interview on the scene at the birthday party.
Heather, I think this is the perfect time to ask you if you had fun at your birthday party.
Are they popping balloons?
Yeah, because that was the perfect moment to get me at my happiest, the end of the party. I had fun. It was a lot, but I had fun.
See, I think she's got a certain kick in her step right there.
Yeah.
You hear that?
I had fun. Yeah, I had fun. It was a lot.
It's a little more chipper. Yep. Couldn't help
There's
yourself.
a couple beers in.
Oh.
What was your favorite part?
I think watching the movie.
Not when everybody sang to you?
That part I did not like at all. But the movie was fun, for sure. When everyone was quiet watching the movie, that was my favorite part.
Your friends lit?
Well, no, I mean, they maybe buzzed a tad.
Yeah, it wasn't
Nope, it wasn't
extreme.
like crazy.
That was Heather's favorite part because no one was talking to her.
Yeah.
She loved it.
How about the Jameson shots?
I don't know, Kenny, how were the Jameson shots?
They were great.
Yeah, same.
Oh, how many did you have?
We had 2.
Oh, 2. Okay,
She
good.
poured mine pretty big, though.
Nice.
Same.
Yeah, same.
Happy birthday, Heather.
Thank you very much.
I think I've done my job.
Yeah, you did. You can go now if you want.
Sweet.
Yeah, cool.
All right.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
She's kicking people out. She's like, get out.
It's
Please
over.
go home.
Was it so bad, or can you just be honest? Was it nice?
No, it was great.
It was great.
It was a good
Was
time.
it what you expected or better?
No, it's exactly what I expected. My friend Jamie loves arts and crafts. She loves to go out for a theme party, and she really delivered.
Yeah,
That's great.
Yeah.
You'd be sad if you were all alone this past
Yeah,
weekend.
I probably would have been, yeah.
And listen, let me tell you, we've got a birthday celebration coming up here because
Great.
it's Wednesday's the actual day, right?
Yes.
All right, you better believe you're well loved around here. You're going to be loved twice in a span of less than 1 week. Can you handle it?
No.
All right.
It's way too much.
J-Bo, I got some intel from the party because we had a reporter on the scene.
That's
Kenny.
right. Yeah, we had Kenny.
Apparently, there was something really sweet that you witnessed.
Well, yeah, she puts on this rough exterior. Heather has a friend who has a 3-year-old son named Benji, who affectionately calls Heather Aunt Heather. And she has got this maternal quality about her. And I feel like you were almost brought to tears when he said, I love you on the way out of the door.
I mean, it is cute.
You see what she's trying to play it off like it's not a big deal? But inside, she's like all warm. Her
Well,
heart is gooey.
I was playing with the kid because everybody else was setting up, so I was just trying to be helpful because I didn't know how to set up a party for myself. You know what I mean? So I was watching the kid while everyone else was setting up.
Why don't you go ahead and make a statement about your soft heart? Go ahead. We figured it out. We finally figured out that you're a sweet person. I'm sorry to tell you that. I'm sorry to have to be the one to let you know.
I'm trying really hard not to be.
I don't know why you guys are surprised by this. Remember, we used to go to that favorite coffee spot that we all liked?
Yeah.
And without fail, whenever Heather saw a baby, a toddler, a kid in that coffee spot, she would always interact with this being, you know, smiling and waving and cooing, and the rest of us are just like, whatever. It was
Yeah.
always Heather.
It's purely selfish. Babies are the easiest people to make laugh, and that's all I'm looking for in
Yeah.
there is a laugh.
She's saying all this,
and
but
they're
that's
just
not true.
so easy to entertain.
Listen,
You know what I mean?
this is hope for anyone who has someone who seems like they're very hardened in their life. They're not.
They're not. They
You just
really
got to
aren't.
get them in the right place, and good for you, Kenny, for bringing that in.
Yeah.
I appreciate you keeping that close to your heart to share with us here because I'm telling you, she's a softie.
I mean, she did seem like upset that she was having these feelings. Like afterwards, she was like, I hate that this kid makes me feel something.
It's true.
Well, listen, you're still getting to know yourself, right?
I mean, always.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy for
Keep
you.
growing, Heather.
Thank you.
Proud of you.
Aunt Heather.
Also, apparently something really weird happened during your party, which I sort of relate to.
Oh, yeah, I have a friend. His name is Russell. I'm going to call him out right now. He left midway through to go get a haircut. Because in the town we were having the party, that's where he usually goes and gets his haircut.
I
He
gotta
was like,
respect
He's
that.
efficient.
yeah, he was like, we're going to be here. I might as well schedule a haircut. And I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, go do
So
your
he
thing.
left the party, then came back.
Correct.
Looking
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he also purchased a record. He stopped and also bought a record.
Yeah,
Was
he
the
went
record for
shopping.
you? Was it your gift?
No, it was for him. It was
Oh, okay.
yeah,
You
it
You know
was
what that
for him.
reminds me of? This is terrible. But I was
Two
on
birds, one stone.
I was on a date with a girl who I really liked. And in the middle of the date, for some reason, my whole stomach turned upside down. I don't know if you've ever been there.
It betrayed you.
I said, hey, I just have to run to the bathroom. I wound up leaving the establishment and going to another place right across the street. And it was the weirdest thing. I
Did
didn't.
she see you crossing the street?
Well, it was, I don't know why. I was so panicked. I didn't want to make it look like I was blowing up the bathroom there, especially if we had it. So I left the restaurant and went to like a clothing store, and it was the craziest thing. She said, what took you so long? I said, oh, you know, I was a liar back then, so I was like, I just had to take a phone call.
Go to the post office real quick.
Yeah, right, exactly. It was wild. Anyway, you got to do what you got to do. This is the TJ Show. Oh, by the way, if you want to leave a loving message for Heather on our voicemail, 877-RADIO-TJ. It'd be nice to get some of those, right, Heather?
You don't have to do that.
No, you should.
She loved that.
You should. Maybe you hear some of this tech stuff and you think, this doesn't apply to me because I don't deal with it. But I think it does apply. This Sora 2 is really interesting to me. I thought we've exhausted the conversation. But keep this in mind. So this program, whatever you want to call it, is only by invite. So you need a special code from someone to get into it. And what you can do is you just literally type out whatever you want, any prompt you want, and you say, make this video. And then it generates a video. Could be an elephant beating a copy machine. I mean, whatever you want.
Right.
And it'll show up there. And so you go, okay, well, that's silly. What a waste of time. Well, I see this headline over the weekend. This so-called, quote, prank is gaining a whole lot of steam through these Sora 2 videos. And here's what the prank is. So someone, and they're saying it's like a kid trying to prank their parents. But think about how terrifying this is. They take a video or a picture of their actual front door, like the one they live in with their parents. They ask the Sora program to make a video that makes it appear that there is a man trying to break into the home, a random stranger. And of course, if you've seen these videos, they look very real at this point. They've gotten really good. But it's your actual house. So imagine now a kid downloads that video in a fake panic, sends it to their parents and says, oh my goodness, someone's trying to break into the house. And then they see the person literally walking into the house. Think about the pandemonium that you are inciting as a so-called prank. And so, we've talked a lot about how we don't know what's true anymore with the news, but now people don't know what's true in their own homes. How terrifying is it that on a micro level now, you think your kid is at home and someone's breaking in? And, of course, a kid's immature, whatever. I did my own immature stuff when I was a kid, but I used to have to really work for a prank. The old school pranking days, I had to buy fake Dracula blood at the party store and pretend to, I'm not going to get into my pranks. They were terrible.
Find real roadkill on the side of the road.
Well, listen, guys, none of it's right. But this really is terrifying because with the click of a button, you could incite this pandemonium. And that terrifies me.
It's bad.
Yeah, I don't want to cross the line, but I'm convinced I could get my mom with anything using this app.
Well, of course.
Like, I want to have Sora make it seem like I learned how to fly.
You think she'd fall for that?
And then I'd send that to my mom and she'd be like, oh, that's my boy. I'm so proud. I always knew you would soar as high as the clouds.
Why don't you test this, actually? So not with flying, but with maybe you saving a kitten out of a tree.
Okay.
All right? And see if she believes it.
Yeah, we can make it like a fake news report, like I'm getting hailed.
Why don't you make a video on Sora about the Jets winning a game?
Not even AI can create.
Yeah, they're not going to believe that at all. Your parents would not believe
That's
that.
too unbelievable.
That might be like the ultimate test where you have to see, is this
Jets won
real?
the Super
Did the
Bowl.
Jets win this? If it says yes, you just know. All right, this is where we're at. I just wanted to throw that out there. Perhaps it helps you at some point. This is the TJ Show.
I'm always looking for ways to show my cat how much I love her. And with Fancy Feast Gems, I can pamper her whenever I want with a savory gravy on top of a gourmet mousse pâté. The pyramid shape makes serving simple, so all I have to do is peel and plate to make mealtime feel extra fancy. And with 2 entrees in every pack, it's easy to turn every day into the extraordinary. Fancy Feast Gems.
Experience a membership that backs your business journey with American Express Business Platinum. Earn 5 times membership rewards points on flights and prepaid hotels booked on AmexTravel.com. Plus, enjoy a welcome offer of 200,000 points after you spend $20,000 on purchases on the card within your first 3 months of membership. American Express Business Platinum. There's nothing like it. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-platinum.
This is the TJ Show. Okay, well, look at that. In an instant, Kenny opens up his Sora 2 app, which is basically like a TikTok. And it seems like the floodgates might be open for certain people. This is the app where you type in a prompt, and then it creates a video based on your prompt. I'm extremely disturbed by what I'm seeing in our own studio right now, and it ain't happening just here. A lot of people are just lining up for this. Sheeple. He's a sheeple.
Oh yeah, sheeple for sure. He opened up the app and like willingly gave it everything it asked for.
I mean,
including a screening of his face.
I'm not even trying to make a joke, I see Kenny holding the phone up to his head. It's scanning his entire face. It's scanning the top of his head, the side of his head. He's doing turns because what this app wants is all of your image and likeness to be able to put you into these fake videos that you're prompting. Then I hear down the hall, you're saying 77, 99, 55. Apparently, it's taking a copy of his voice and bringing that into the app to use his voice and image in these videos. And I'm just like, why would anyone want to do this? Why would you want to hand yourself over so that whoever's running, you know the guy running the app, why are you making him rich? I don't understand it.
Well, why? Like, countless people are already doing this. So, like, why is it such a surprise to you that people are doing this? People are doing this, TJ. It's how it is.
But do you understand how serious it's gotten now? Like, we see how bad the social media is. But it looks like it's not, but I think it is.
It's fine.
Don't you want your image? Would you ever do this, J-Bo? Ever?
No, I don't think I will, especially the line of work that we do.
Yes.
Like one day I would hope that Kenny, this is great what we do here, but you might want to do other things that can actually affect you by having your face out there like that, and people can make videos about you and post it, and then you have to spend hours and days trying to tell people that it's fake or that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, and what's so terrifying about that is, in a way, we almost don't have, I mean, I think you do have some layer of choice, right? You don't have to give over every angle of your head to an app, but somebody could take your image and, you know, do something that looks, who knows where this is all going is what I'm saying.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
But why line up for it?
And
why line up for slaughter,
and
basically?
yes, other people are doing it, but maybe other people that are doing it are like accountants. Like, you technically are considered a public figure. Like, that's not a good idea to give your image and likeness to this app that can then use it for whatever. But TYB, that's your boy.
Well, if it makes you feel any better.
But, I mean, he's a lovely guy. I like Kenny, but I feel genuinely concerned.
Worry about yourself, TJ. And if
he's your friend, he's going to worry about you.
Well, here's the thing. I have obviously done something wrong because it's not working.
So it's not making...
Yeah, I tried to have it make a news report of me saving a kitten and receiving the key to the city, and it's not me. It's somebody else.
Might be
consider protection.
The grace of God right there.
Yeah, let it be,
Embrace
man.
it.
Well, I'm going to keep on working on it.
Yeah, certain doors closed for a reason.
He's working against the grain. Come on, Kenny. Something's trying to rescue you right now. Anyway, this is where we're at. You're going to start seeing this all over the place. It's weird. Last week, late in the show, Kenny was sharing about this community bulletin board that he's on. You want a community bulletin board for where you live?
No, I don't want to be in that people's business.
I never wanted to be a part of those either. Mm-hmm. Everyone else is, though. Everyone seems to love being connected with all their neighbors, which is a nice thing.
Good information on there.
Yeah, well, you were faced with this weird thing that has started happening in your community where I guess their middle school kids are showing up on people's front lawns, staging a real fight, filming it, putting it on the internet. People are coming out to their front lawn. They're like, hey, get off of here. Then they become a part of the video. Mm-hmm. And so one of your neighbors was like, what do you do if this happens?
Yeah, how do you handle this? One person said they had 20 kids in their front yard. They went to tell them to leave, and then the kids just started making fun of the person who told them to leave.
Well, apparently,
That's the worst.
This cut deep. We got a lot of messages, a lot of feedback on this.
Good.
Let's get right into this.
Hey, this is Jessica from Colorado Springs.
Thank you for listening, Jessica. One of my favorite names, by the way, Jessica.
Mm-hmm. The whole kids fake fighting and on the lawn. Literally, all you have to say is, "Do I need to call the cops?" And they'll be gone in 5 seconds.
That's a good point. Why don't you write that?
That's a good one. I'm going to take that.
That's easy. Yeah.
Hey, you want me to call the cops?
I like that.
That was good. I believed you. I believed you.
All right.
I like that. Yeah. By the way, we practiced Kenny's adult voice being rude.
Not very good at it.
Well, I think you've come a long way since last week. You can hear him attempt to get to that on our podcast. Search for The TJ Show wherever you listen to him.
I mean, I would just say, "Do you want to call the police?"
Mm-hmm.
Like, not to be like overly aggressive, but at the same time, that'll get the job done. So, anyways, hope you guys are having a great day. Thanks so much, and lots of love from Pikes Peak.
Hey!
Hey, all right then.
Jessica sounds like a fun
She
person.
has all that energy.
Yeah, this is Billy from Modesto, California.
From Modesto, California. Thank you, Billy, for listening.
Calling about the kids fighting on the lawn and whatnot. Good way to get rid of them. Just turn your sprinklers on.
Oh.
Ooh, that's another great idea.
All right.
Don't make me get the hose.
Do you have sprinklers?
And I don't control them. It's the development. The community would do that. I couldn't turn them on, but I
That's
could
annoying.
hook up a hose and squirt them with a hose.
I think you should.
They might wrestle it away from you, though, and then
Use
put
it
it in
on
your
you.
mouth.
I'll do it from my balcony. I'll just be like, get out of here.
We're going to have some 8th grader saying, you thirsty?
Done deal. They're gone.
All right, and one more.
Hey, TJ. My name is Dustin. I'm in Eugene, Oregon.
Thank you for listening, Dustin.
I was just calling in. I've listened to your show for a while now.
Thank you.
This Fight Club stuff like that is not really anything new. Back when I was younger and less intelligent, I was doing stuff like that. Not really necessarily a fight club, but it was more the backyard wrestling stuff.
Yeah, listen, I grew up around that too, and my friends did really dumb things in the basement off the edge of the couch. But I do think this is different. This is
going to someone else's house.
Someone else's house, someone else's front lawn. You're filming it. You're getting them involved. You're kind of causing a weird terror.
And we took it to a different extreme where we would catapult ourselves off of trampolines, landing on grass and messing up our bodies.
Oh.
You guys have a great day. Bye.
All right, well, there you go. Thank you.
That just ended that way. That was great.
Oh, there you go. There's some ideas for you, Kenny. This is the TJ Show. My kids, they take dance, which is a good thing for them. They're moving around and learning how to do all these interesting moves. My middle daughter's in tap dance, which is kind of fun.
That's fun.
And my oldest daughter has done a complete 180. She used to hate dance. Now she seems to love it and wants to continue doing it, maybe partly because her friends are still doing it, but whatever. She's moving. Cool. It's great. And so I noticed she was getting ready for dance class. I thought this would be a good time to bring up something I saw. I thought for sure she was bailing out of dance, period, because it didn't look like she was putting a lot of effort into the last recital.
All right.
And I wanted to bring this up.
Hey, Charlie.
Hi, Dada.
Hey, you were just telling me about your brand new dance class is starting up.
Yeah?
And you showed me a move in the living room, and it was very impressive.
Okay.
Yeah, 10 years old. She can move.
Okay.
It's pretty cool.
I've been meaning to bring something up. You know your last dance recital?
Oh, yeah, I remember it.
We were in a big theater.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed during one of the dances, the whole class, you and your friends, were supposed to go down to the ground. And you held your knee to support it more. And it was almost like a 48-year-old man fixing his toilet. It was like that kind of move, like you didn't want to put too much strain on your knee.
Well,
So I was just asking, what was that all about? Is that what the teacher told you to do?
the teacher didn't specifically say that we had to be graceful for that part.
So because the teacher, I guess, didn't point that out.
That's fair.
Yeah, she just kind of did it her own way.
Oh, my goodness.
She said you didn't have to be graceful about it?
Well, she didn't say anything about that part. She just said you have to do this move, and she didn't say I needed to do it gracefully.
So you held your knee because it felt a little better?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to support your kneep as you
Was
get down.
her knee hurting? She just supported one knee?
Yeah.
That was it?
It was a very slow move
Did
down.
she grunt on the way down to it?
Seriously.
I mean, at 10, she should be able to just drop down.
It was kind of too hard of a strain to do it without the extra support?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The teacher didn't say anything about that?
I was doing it the whole class, and she didn't have any comment.
Wow.
Oh, okay. So she performed how she practiced.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Does it bother you at all that you were the only one who did that?
No. I don't care. I'm sure they were limping for a couple of days. I'm fine.
See? Work smarter, not harder, baby. She gets it.
So the friends were limping from not using the knee support, and she's got it all
Her
figured
knees
out.
don't hurt.
Yeah, that's cool. If I knew dance class would be that easy, I would have taken dance when I was a
I'm
kid.
going to get her a pair of knee braces for Christmas so she has some little extra support when she dances.
I know. It was great. Yeah, I had to. So last week I had to drop off my kids at dance, and I got to see what that whole world is like. What a production. All the kids changing their shoes in the lobby and everything. It's pretty funny. And I was like, how did I get here? But it was so cute. It was like such a fun thing that I would have never guessed I'd be a part of. Man, I found this story. This is coming out of New York City. I want to buy the book, but it's already sold out. The first edition, gone. Second edition, sold out.
What is it?
Now there's a soft cover edition. I guess I can get a hold of this. So there's a photographer for 9 years stood on the same corner in New York City, 42nd Street and Vanderbilt Avenue, and he was capturing the morning rush. So he's taking thousands of pictures over the course of 9 years. And what he started to notice was that he would see the same people. There were these patterns that started forming. And you look at these pictures side by side, and you see the same people, some of them wearing the same clothes years later with the same cup of coffee in their hand, and it's kind of a freaky thing. It makes you think about our habits. And he said, over time he noticed the faces, the gestures, and all these patterns starting to repeat. These pictures are now on display. The idea started while I was working on another project outside of Grand Central Station. I wanted to find the regulars in the chaos, and sure enough, like the same old dude years later is there, in the same street corner. It's kind of freaky.
Yeah, some of them wearing the same clothes, some of them wearing the same colors in clothing, meaning that you can tell they're very, like, they have a certain palette when it comes to clothing. It's very interesting. Now, some have aged graciously.
Yep.
Others have not.
Yeah, have you noticed some had the up glow?
Yeah.
The glow up.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
They're like wearing nicer clothes, and it's like, oh, business must be good for you.
Some look more stressed than they were.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
I'm going to actually share this on our Instagram. Check this out. This kind of hit me hard. I was thinking about, like, am I doing the same thing every day?
You are.
Am I?
You are. I mean, bro, you literally wear the same clothes every single day.
Well, no, it's not the same clothes. So I have, like, a package of black shirts, and I just rotate them out, but it is the same piece of clothing.
Yeah.
Like the same type of clothing.
Remember when you lived in New York City and you commuted every day, you took the same route
Same
every
exact
single
route.
day. So that would have been you if you happened to take that route every day.
Right, and it was about 9 years. So it's a wake-up call a little bit. Makes you look at your life and go, whoa, is that me?
Now, these photos, like you said, are within like 9 years. Now, shout out to the purses from 9 years ago that people are still using that last that long.
Love it.
That's some good quality stuff right there.
Yeah, I mean, you got to respect that. Where are those brands? How do we get those?
Yeah.
Because isn't it great to have the same thing and it just lasts?
Because as a woman, your purse is everything. You put every single thing in that bad boy. You start pulling out things that don't really even fit in there, but somehow they fit in there.
Right.
You know?
Pull an umbrella.
No.
Yeah. The umbrella, pull that out.
I really do want the book because I feel like it's such a brilliant idea. And the artist's name is Peter Funch. Can we try to get him on the show?
Why not?
Yeah, I would like to talk to him because that is like just mind-blowing that we are often in the same patterns every day. And do we switch that up? Do we keep it going? Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing?
Well, I'm thinking about releasing my own book. It's images captured by my doorbell camera every day when I leave for work.
There you go.
All right.
It's the same expressions every day. It's just over and over again.
You should give that to your girlfriend Allison as a Christmas gift.
I think she'd like
Yeah,
that.
just package that up.
Yeah, we keep working on it. It sounds like a good idea in the making there. This is the TJ Show at TJ Podcast on Instagram if you want to see that piece too.
The all-new 2026 Hyundai Palisade Hybrid doesn't just turn heads. It commands respect. With its stunning exterior, luxurious interior with available captain seats, and spacious third-row seating and equipped with advanced technology, you and the family are making a statement before you even step out. Okay, Hyundai. Visit HyundaiUSA.com to learn more and experience the all-new 2026 Palisade Hybrid today.
Are you a forward thinker? Then you need an HR and finance platform that thinks like you do. Workday is the AI platform that helps propel your organization, your workforce, and your industry into the future. Workday, moving business forever forward.
This is the TJ Show, our news. It sounds different around here. Kenny reads through every story you can find, and then you bring us the most interesting ones. What do you have for us today, Kenny?
Well, there is a very interesting race that happens every year in Denver, Colorado. It was the 8th annual International Taco Bell 50K Ultra Marathon.
Huh, by Taco Bell?
Taco Bell, I don't know how officially they're affiliated with this particular race, but it's a big part of what it is. So it's an ultra marathon, 31 miles through Denver streets. Participants run and eat their way through the city. There's 10 Taco Bell locations in Denver, and runners must stop at least 9 of them along their way and eat and then get back out on the road and run.
That's clever.
Hilarious.
That's a messy situation.
Indeed it was, and apparently they're very strict. The race's founder said there's absolutely no Mylanta, no Pepto-Bismol, nothing like that. We have zero tolerance for that type of thing. If you throw up, you're out of the race.
Wow, that's
What about
interesting.
bathroom breaks? Are
yeah,
those
so
allowed?
when you stop at the
hope
Taco
so.
Bell, you have to order food, and there's also a line out the bathroom
All right.
for the people running the race.
Let me just address a couple things. Because of the no Pepto rule, that's like having someone run a marathon without their sneakers. And that now you're putting people in the category of athleticism. So That's very impressive.
Well, one runner said, I just ran the Berlin Marathon 2 weeks ago. This is quite a bit harder.
Yeah, look at that. See?
I bet.
There's something here.
And also, it's interesting. This race has a very high not finish rate, even higher than some long distance races, double the length of this 50K.
Yeah.
You have a
wonder
100K
why.
race that people finish more regularly than this race.
I can imagine after the second stop, you just get a lot of whoo.
All those burritos and tacos and
All right, what else you got, Kenny?
Yeah, well, next year's race is already scheduled.
Good. Maybe you should do
October
it. This
3rd.
sounds about your speed.
I love Taco Bell. I don't like to run, though.
All right. Hit me with the next story, Kenny.
This $25 purchase made at a thrift shop that could be quite a valuable piece of history. So this was a piece of stained glass, and now it's believed to have belonged to King Robert I, popularly known as Robert the Bruce, from the years 1300s. So it goes back to the 1300s, this piece of stained glass.
There's so much mystery in how it would wind up in a thrift shop. Like, how does that happen?
And where was this?
This was in Scotland.
Oh, nice.
Does someone gift it to someone? Does someone steal it? How does it work its way to a thrift shop? And how do you not look at this thing and go, this looks really old, it might be valuable? Like, who just drops it off? Do they know it's stolen?
Yeah, so the person who bought it said he spotted it for sale in Scotland, was told it had been discovered in an old house in an area that had been abandoned for years.
Huh.
So
That's
he came
weird.
across it, bought it for $25. The article that I'm referencing here didn't mention what it's worth, but I did some research and found it could be worth up to tens of thousands of dollars.
How about that?
Maybe it was a family heirloom, and then someone passed away. Other family members didn't want it, and now somebody else has it.
It's interesting stuff. That's why I keep going to thrift shops. Keep my eyes open. Just
Never know.
a little, what is that? What is that? Is that just a normal mug at Target, or is that something fancy?
You never know.
Kenny, what else you got?
Mackenzie Scott has announced another big donation, this time $42 million to the nonprofit 10,000 Degrees to assist in its mission of supporting students to and through and beyond college.
I need to talk to this woman because every time I look, she's giving away money. And if I'm in her proximity, she might give me some.
Yes, seriously.
But I also do want to know, her heart. Why is she so passionate about just giving away all her money?
Yeah, there's so much there. I love that she keeps giving money away. And it actually makes me feel better about all the ridiculous purchases I made. Remember there was an era where I was ordering Q-tips off of Amazon. It was unnecessary. But at least that money's going somewhere special. That was in my lazy Boston days.
And she still has plenty of money, I'm assuming, to live her
Yes,
life.
Right.
she does.
This goes to
Yeah,
show.
but she's given away close to $20 billion at this point. And this nonprofit is dedicated to advancing quality education and career opportunities for students from low-income backgrounds. They say that the program has worked with more than 80,000 students and has awarded more than $113 million in scholarships throughout its history.
Fantastic.
awesome. Good for her.
Kenny, what else you got?
Police were involved in a chase in Ohio. They were not chasing down a fleeing vehicle. They were instead chasing down an inflatable pumpkin decoration.
Oh, that's the greatest thing, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's all captured on body cam footage. You literally have the shaking of this police officer running after this inflatable pumpkin down the road in Ohio. You have to check it out.
Is there a video online with the Benny Hill music behind it?
Oh, I'm sure.
It's a massive inflatable. It's so big.
I think inflatables look horrific in these neighborhoods. People love them, though.
Mm-hmm.
They love them.
And the funny thing is, they actually stuffed it into the back of a police cruiser once they traced it down. So they arrested the pumpkin.
Oh, my goodness. I know there's a war in my neighborhood. Who can get the larger inflatable? It's just getting dumber and dumber. Kenny, what else you got?
There was a very odd injury that occurred before the Indianapolis Colts-Arizona Cardinals game. The Colts backup quarterback Anthony Richardson was stretching with exercise bands, and a fluke accident happened, and he fractured his orbital bone, and I can only assume that the elastic band snapped back and hit him in the face.
Oh,
that hurts.
I've used one of those bands. It was a cheap one where it splits and then it snaps on your hand.
Yeah.
I don't trust them anymore. I stopped using them.
And this is a professional.
Yeah.
He spent the game watching from a hospital bed instead of on the sideline where
so
he was
crazy.
supposed to be. So be careful with
Don't you
those
hate-
elastic bands.
You're just doing your thing. Like yesterday, I turned on a light switch and there was a piece of wood next to the light switch. it like rammed a splinter under my nail. And it's like, I was just trying to turn the light on. Okay, can I just turn lights on without getting hurt, please?
Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah, and that wasn't the only odd injury.
Right?
It's not the same, but it still annoys me. I feel it today even.
There was another odd injury before the same very game. They were doing warm-ups on the field, and the cornerback for the Colts, Shervarius Ward, collided with the tight end Drew Ogletree, and he got a concussion. So again, this is pregame warm-ups, and they just ran into each other by accident. And he was ruled out of the game for concussion.
It's terrible. Kenny, what else you got?
Well, sticking with the NFL, the Chiefs beat the Lions last night for Sunday Night Football, but the game ended in a very interesting way. So the clock was expiring, the game was over, and players were starting to make their way onto the fields to shake hands, when all of a sudden you have Detroit Lions safety Brian Branch just smacking Chiefs wide receiver Juju Smith-Schuster on his face mask, and that caused a scuffle in the middle of the field as the clock was expiring. Nobody really knows, but like you just have this scuffle happening in the middle of the field. The referees are nowhere to be found. The clock hits 0. You hear the Chiefs celebration fireworks start shooting off in the air.
Did the refs know what was happening?
I think they just ignored it.
Huh.
They were over it. They're like, look, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, because the commentators actually said, and the referees are now making their way off the field as people were fighting in the middle of the field.
Wow.
It eventually settled down, but it's just an odd way to end a football game with a fight with the game being over.
Yeah, if the game's over, the ref's job is done. Do they get overtime? Do they get paid overtime?
Right.
I don't think so.
I mean, they get paid plenty. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
But still, they were over it. They're
Not
like,
enough for that.
We reffed the game. We're not reffing a fight.
But it's bad sportsmanship, you know?
Yeah,
And
no,
it
it
almost, don't you feel like the weirdness of the world is seeping into literally everything? Like in football, people are smacking each other in the head. No one's doing anything about it. They're just walking off the field. It's so weird.
Yeah, I guess if they would have thrown a penalty or something like that, it wouldn't have had any effect on the game. It just would have delayed the inevitable. So I think I agree with you guys. Like, they were over it. They were done. They just wanted to get out of there, the referees.
Kenny, what else you got?
The 2025 WNBA season is officially over as the Las Vegas Aces handed a clean sweep to the Phoenix Mercury, winning Friday night 97-86.
Look at that. Those are your aces. You've been with them for a while.
I mean, I go back and forth. New York Liberty tends to be a little closer to where we live, so I get to watch more of their games and attend their games. But the Aces, whenever they come on, I watch their games as well. And I was hoping for Phoenix to at least win one game in this series.
Yeah,
because,
but why waste time?
You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened. The Aces we're not wasting time. Let's take care of this. And yeah, they swept them, man. They whooped them.
Did you watch the game?
Oh yeah, third championship in 4 years and 4 seasons. That's pretty impressive.
Good for them.
Yeah, and Las Vegas Aces star Asia Wilson is really making a case for her as the GOAT of women's basketball. She was league MVP, finals MVP, and shared the Defensive Player of the Year award this season.
Nice. Yeah.
Do you have a poster of her on your wall?
No, I don't.
Okay.
No, I am planning on getting a shirt, hopefully, of hers for sure. But she's the only one in WNBA history to have all 3 in the same year.
Yeah, she is just an incredible player.
Yes,
That's exciting.
Phenomenal. So happy for them.
Good for them. Well done. Aces acting like aces.
That's right.
Yeah.
Kenny, what else you got?
When the WNBA season's over, the NBA season starts next week. And sticking on the topic of basketball, we're learning about this girls' high school basketball team from Oklahoma. So they won their championship. The scoreboard read 44-43. After the game, the coach felt something wasn't right, and he analyzed the game footage and found that the scoreboard was wrong. And in fact, his team lost 43-42. But league rules say that once the game is over, it's in the books. It counts. There's nothing you can do about that. So the coach told his team about what he discovered, and the team unanimously decided that they were going to forfeit their championship and give the trophy to the team that they played.
Yeah, that's the right thing to do.
That coach?
Hey, good buddies.
I bet it's Wally in Oklahoma because he seems like the kind of guy that would do something like that.
Yeah, the opposing team's coach said it really showed us there are still good people in this world. It's something we'll always remember.
Hey, it's modeling the right thing to do.
Yep.
And also, as a player, you wouldn't feel like I didn't deserve that.
Right.
You know what I mean? You wouldn't feel good about it, I don't think.
Yeah, leave it to the pro sports to cheat
Exactly,
and not
yeah,
care.
yeah.
This is high school, okay, guys? Kenny, thank you for keeping us somewhat informed.
That's what's happening.
this Friday.
I'm an angel. See the wings?
Don't miss the new comedy Good Fortune, starring Seth Rogen, Aziz Ansari, and Keanu Reeves. Critics rave. It's Heaven Sent.
Let me have a budget, guardian angel?
Kinda.
You were very unhelpful. Good Fortune, directed by Aziz Ansari. Rated R.